Australia in January and the beginning of February, so I'll be over there for about a month, mostly in Tasmania, and then I'll be kind of around Melbourne for the last week or so. And then next year, I'm releasing a compilation of classic Disney and kids songs that I grew up with.
Wow.
And these are kind of spanning songs of, like, Roger Miller from Robin Hood, The Jungle
Right.
Book, Aristocats, kind of your classic, nothing that really happened after 1979 probably, Disney-wise or kids movie-wise.
I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I guess the main reason for that being that I ended up learning Oodalali from Robin Hood, and also I Want to Be Like You from The Jungle Book, and the demographic reach of those songs is endless. I feel like when I play them, I'm reaching kids that are, little toddlers that have probably haven't seen
Right.
the original Jungle Book or the original Robin Hood, and then all the way up to people that, obviously they probably grew up with the songs or watching these movies when they were adults or when they were having kids of their own. And to me, those songs just represent a certain kind of nostalgia that is so playful and
Sure.
And positive and fun. So I really wanted to bring a song or an album out that kind of showcased those songs. So that record will be called Oodalali, Songs from My Childhood. So
We'll be
that'll out
looking
sometime
forward to
next
that
year.
one. Please
Yeah.
keep in touch with us. Let us know when that album's going to be
Sure.
ready, and we can maybe have you come back and preview a couple of tracks from it for us.
I'd love to.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Edward Wiliams. And from his
Thanks so much,
current
guys.
EP, As I Go Rambling Around, here is Eve of Fog.
3 long miles, that was all I had to go. Before the sun took a rest a while, man, the dusk was laid in gold. An eve of fog and silence along the forest floor. Although the heat from my rifle was begging to fire once more. Now if it wasn't for my lady playing a part, I'd have given men another day to get a head start. But they pushed it all too far, taking my money, tearing my name apart. Two long miles, that was all I had to go. Before the stars show their eyes as burning suns, judging my soul. The gambler has his trials, losing to crooked men. When greed makes a liar, all the coin doesn't matter then. Now if it wasn't for my lady playing a part, I'd have given men another day to get a head start. But they pushed it all too far, taking my money, tearing my name apart. that was all I had to go. When the crack of a gun was fired, I was laid down cold. Then hanging over me, 'twas the love of my own. My own. Now if it wasn't for my lady playing a part, I'd have gave that man another day to get a head start. But they pushed it all too far, taking my money, tearing my name apart.
There you go. Nicholas Edward Wiliams, right here on the David Bowers Awards. And thank you so much for coming and sharing with us, Nicholas. We look forward to that album next year. Also, want to get you all ready because we've got the next segment ready to go. We'll be talking with Banjoey here in just, 30 seconds or so. I do want to mention someone that I inadvertently missed there at the beginning. We want to thank Mary Perry, accredited disability representative in Rochester, New York, who underwrites the David Bowers Awards on our FM affiliate, WRFZ, FM 106.3, Rochester Free Radio. And while you're checking out Rochester Free Radio, don't forget to check out Jeff Moulton's ABC Oldies Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And, that's about it. John Bon Jovi, do you have something you'd like to add?
I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation with Nicholas, and very much looking forward to talking to our next guest, Mr. Banjoey, Joe Bonsall himself. So I think without further ado, I think you should introduce this first song, don't you?
Well, I think I will do that very much. Listeners, don't forget, go look up our guests online, and like Nicholas and Joe Bonsall and the Oak Ridge Boys, they'd love to hear from you. Drop your comments, your likes, and whatever on your favorite social media. From their brand new Christmas album, these are the Oak Ridge Boys' Down Home Christmas.
You walk into the place, Mama hands you a plate, Daddy gives a kiss, says it's good to see your face. Now the kids have grown, has it been that long? Ain't nothing like a down home Christmas. Little baby cousins fighting and a fussing, Granny is a cussing, there's turkey in the oven. Oh, the fires are glowing and we're hoping that it snows. Ain't nothing like a down home Christmas. There's every kind of pie you'd ever want to eat. Stars are shining bright on the top of that tree. Ain't nowhere else that I'd rather be. There ain't nothing like a down home Christmas. There ain't nothing like a down home Christmas. Holiday parade on the satellite dish. Most of us are just now wrapping our gifts. Thank the good Lord for times like this. Ain't nothing like a down home Christmas. There's every kind of pie you'd ever want to eat. Stars are shining bright on the top of that tree. Ain't nowhere else that I'd rather be. There ain't nothing like a down home Christmas. There ain't nothing like a down home Christmas. The carols are ringing, they're about to start singing. Now everybody come outside. Santa's sleigh is on its way. He's coming down the chimney tonight. There's every kind of pie you'd ever want to eat. Stars are shining bright on the top of that tree. Ain't nowhere else that I'd rather be. There ain't nothing like a down home Christmas. There ain't nothing like a down home Christmas. There ain't nothing like a down home Christmas.
And here he is right now from the fabulous, legendary Oak Ridge Boys, Banjoey himself, Joe Bonsall. Come on in here, Joe.
Hey, David, what in the world were you just playing? What was that, me?
That was you from, I think it was 2015, and you did a video with Elizabeth Golden on fiddle.
Okay, right. I remember it. We were backstage, I think, at the Kentucky State Fair. And, and we just got to jamming together, and I think somebody filmed it. And how did you get that? Is that on YouTube? I forgot.
Yes, it is. It is on YouTube. I was doing a little research. I wanted to see if I could get a video of, or an audio rather, of you playing, picking on the banjo. I found that, and I said, beautiful. And
oh, man.
Great having
That's
Elizabeth.
Really funny. Thank you, Dave. That's
really
funny.
Thank you. A pleasure. Listen, we're here to talk about this Christmas album you guys have got out, Down Home Christmas. Tell us a little about the album, because I've got a couple of questions I want to ask you.
Well, I'll tell you, man, the cool thing about this album is, let's face it, we have out more Christmas music than Kenny Rogers and Andy Williams put together, maybe Canad Dolly Parton. And this would be our 8th overall Christmas album. And as you know, we do a big Christmas tour every year, so we have a great vehicle to carry an album. And a new album means new music, which means a freshened-up Christmas tour and a Christmas show. So we're always kind of thinking Christmas in this group. We can't get away from it. But the great thing about this album, and if you're going to do a new Christmas album, you've got to, come up with something different, I think, or a little bit of a new direction. And we went with Dave Cobb and Lightning Rod Records, who did 17th Avenue Revival that we've talked about before. And so we went into Studio A with Dave Cobb, and believe me, this Christmas album has a whole new touch and feel, I think, than anything we've done before. Incredibly well-written songs. And the label let us put a lot of new songs on there, and we had these songwriters. Actually, it was like old-time Nashville, Dave. We're down there in the studio recording, and we're talking to Dave about needing a song about a family piano. We need a song about the piano. We've all talked about gathered around the family piano, and Dave made that the family piano attitude of the whole album. The boys are gathered around the piano singing cool Christmas songs, and it's very simple, sparse production with the voices out front. But what made it like old Nashville is his stable of songwriters upstairs would write a song about the family piano and bring it down. And we listen and go, whoa, that's really cool, and then cut it. It was like old-time Nashville. These guys were writing the album as we were recording it.
I was thinking exactly that, old-time Nashville or Tin Pan Alley in New York.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Man, we do this segment on our stage with Santa Claus, and we've had the same kind of shtick going for years. We could really use a couple of really cool new Santa Claus songs. And these guys write Don't Go Pulling on Santa Claus's Beard, and they write this song called Reindeer on the Roof. And we're going, my gosh, this is great. And we cut it right there, boom, with the musicians, like right away. That kind of attitude, I think, comes through with the unique energy that this album, I think, provides. I think, we did record Silent Night on there, and the label insisted we put Amazing Grace on as a bonus cut, and we did. And I think that people who enjoy Christmas music and enjoy Oak Ridge Boys Christmas music are going to really like this thing.
I agree, and it is, as you said, it's a fresh, new, different take, and it's definitely not your daddy's old Christmas songs, that's for sure. It's a fun, enjoyable, well, it's perfectly titled, Down Home Christmas, because that's exactly what you picture, and we're going to play another track from it after we talk with you, but I know that was the thought I had. This is new, this is fresh and different, and I know the fans are going to love it. And our listeners may not know this, but one of the things we do on my show here is we don't use preset question lists. We kind of like the spontaneity of unrehearsed questions and answers. And so part of this is we're going to surprise Joe with this next question because he doesn't know it's coming. We're going to kind of put you on the spot here. But with Christmas right around the corner and you guys involved in it as you always are, everyone has their favorite Christmas traditions and activities, Joe. What are some of the favorites that you and the other boys will be doing at home this year?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think we're any different than anybody else, Dave. You've got a whole year of working and being busy and everything else, and Christmas time's always a time to shut all of that out and just be with your family. And enjoy family, just like that Down Home Christmas song says, and the way it's written. It's a time to be with everybody and count your blessings. And I know every year in my family we pray, and we thank the Lord for the blessings of the previous year. We ask for His blessings and guidance in the year ahead.